This show is gonna show you everything. I'm gonna turn this voodoo music off. It's pretty cool, but I'm gonna bring it back a second from here. But we're gonna show you everything on this show that you need to know about making money every single day with trading. Yesterday, we deep dived a little bit into it. I touched onto this topic, and I see people sending me DMs actually making money from this technique, which is pretty incredible, and I'm very happy about it. So, as always, we're going to talk about daily news, market analysis. I'm going to do Q&A, and we're going to do some token requests as well. As always, guys, it's going to be a little bit shorter show. We've got a lot of things happening today, but please, please, please smash and obliterate the like button. That helps the algo, helps me, and eventually helps you. And if you are new, subscribe to the channel. Please always know that nothing in this show is financial advice. Everything is for informational purposes only. I see all of you beautiful, let's put the voodoo music, beautiful people, the best trade, the best teacher in crypto. Thank you so much, guys, and all the 100x fam. Yo, let's go. And this time, I believe it's time for us to look into the market. So let's go. We gotta look at the beautiful green bent bubbles. We see that the market is skyrocketing, and as we have expected, it's too loud. It's just mooning. So, obviously we've been waiting for this 2.3 trillion mark to break. It did break. Looks fantastic. I do believe that we're going to have a little bit of pullback. No, I don't believe. I hope that we're going to have a little bit of pullback so we can get these massive entries before we skyrocket to Valhalla. I will show you why that is actually a possibility as well. Let's jump into the news. Rate cuts from the Fed in September is almost guaranteed 99% at this stage that we are going to get a rate cut in September. Why it's interesting is because I didn't bring the news here, but Donald Trump actually warned JP not to cut before the elections. So it will be very interesting to see. And he also added, by the way, that he will keep JP in his position until 2026, until his term ends, which is also very interesting. It's going to be an interesting unfolding. Markets now base in at least 6 interest rate cuts over the next year. Now, whether rate cuts are bullish or bearish, it really depends on the scenario, and it depends on the market that we are really in and why the cuts are happening. If you look at COVID, for example, cuts were happening instantly, basically went down to like minus or at zero, and because they knew that the economy will get wrecked, people don't go out, people don't spend, people don't earn, you know the deal. So that time, that's why the markets plummeted, and not because the rate cuts happened. But if they cut because they achieved their target, because they managed to tame inflation, it's actually good for the market. It's actually good for the market to see a cut. And it actually is good for the markets to start rolling. We will most likely see a rally when and if and when the rate cuts come, especially if Trump gets elected, which is also very, very likely at this stage. Now, the SEC told asset managers that the US Ethereum ETFs could start on July 23rd, which is next Tuesday. Institutions are coming in hard. Today is the day to get the S1 amendments, which means that it will include, this is a necessary step for the ETH ETFs to launch. Basically, it will include the fee structure, and that will be the interesting. That's what everybody wants to see. Everybody's hiding. Everybody's trying to figure out what we should do, or what fees they should put on it. I think it's going to be, the same with Bitcoin ETF. We had the exact same thing. Some of them were outrageous, and then they just reduced their fees. Some had 6 months without fees and some kind of structure. So we're going to see how that unfolds. Yesterday's ETF flows were positive. I mean, it's crazy. Almost $500 million yesterday in inflows. BlackRock did 260 million, Fidelity 61 million, ARK 29 million, and VanEck 22 million. I think it's just you cannot be shorting and you cannot be bearish anymore. Like we had the market structure. We did not break the market structure for a long time. We were shorting. I see people commenting on my Twitter if I'm still short. No way. Like shorting here is absolutely ludicrous. I would not do it at all. iShare Bitcoin ETF now over 20 billion in assets and taken in $250 million on a random Tuesday, like we see yesterday as we discussed. $20 billion 6 months after the launch. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, guys. We underestimate the power that this thing carries. Now, 𝗏𝗄𝗏, my good friend 𝗏𝗄𝗏, go give a follow to. Oh my God, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, you gotta change your @. Like, what is this username here? 𝗘𝗩𝗢𝗙𝗥𝗘. It's like, I understand it's your name, but 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗢. Anyway, give a follow to 𝗘𝗙𝗢. We love 𝗘𝗙𝗢. He's a researcher at Banter, smart guy as well. He's posting that gold hits record high. What will happen next? And what is happening? What is interesting that we've got this idiot guy here, Fefe. If you don't know Fefe, look him up. He's an interesting dude. And he comes yesterday when Bitcoin is going from $4,000 to $63,000 in a couple of, maybe in a week. And he comes out celebrating gold is up another $8 now, trading at a new record high, just shy of $2,480. Get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. Like, this guy is really... What is interesting for me on this is that I look into it, and if you look at his comments, every single comment is like this. Peter, you first told people to sell Bitcoin for gold when it was under 1,000, and now it's over 60,000, under 10,000, over 60,000. It's under 1,000, sorry, and it's over 60,000. Lol, give it a rest. Peter, Bitcoin's up 11 compared to this time last week and 116% compared to a year ago. Stop with the pathetic engagement farming. It's just said at this point. Please draw a 15-year chart of theory, then come back to us. $8, don't blow out everything gold, pal. Anyway, Fefe is still on it. If you're still investing in gold and not Bitcoin, I think you are not doing it right. Unless you're diversifying. You always have to have a small portion of your portfolio in gold. Anyway, Stripe Giant launching a Bitcoin purchasing option in Europe. Absolutely huge. So Stripe is for basically for everything you use, whether it's YouTube, whether it's just you have a web shop, or everything is connected. Stripe is an extremely big giant. The fact that they are going to launch Bitcoin purchases in the European market, especially with the whole uncertainty around regulations, is absolutely insane. With the law coming in, the micro law coming in, I think it's going to be obviously clarity, and this is why they're coming forward as well. But it's basically going to be available in the fingertips. Most likely, you will be able to just implement it in all the web shops and everywhere where you actually use Stripe. It's going to be absolutely insane. President Donald Trump, I don't want to say former, I say future President Donald Trump planning to release a fourth NFT collection according to Bloomberg interview. We have a good foundation, Trump says, of the US crypto industry. It's a baby, it's an infant right now, but I don't want to be responsible for allowing another country to take over this sphere, referencing China. Have you seen this video of Trump saying China, and then he says billions and billions and China. Anyway, so he is planning on launching an NFT. I promise you I will get into this. I faded the last 3. I didn't fade it. I was a bit late, but I will. There is no way I'm not buying this NFT collection when it drops. So something to look out for. Now this guy, Vance. He's selected as VP for Trump, which is obviously extremely bullish. Alex Becker comes out and says, I like this tweet. He says, Trump's VP pick isn't just pro-crypto. He's a top holder of many coins and NFT projects, aka he's a degenerate piece of shit like us. You have no right to be anything but bullish. I mean, if this not face of a guy that gets 16x cards deep and starts bidding on rock NFTs and while posting YOLO as he turbo Trump's VC bags on normies, I don't know what it is. I mean, I agree with him. Look at him. I'm actually super excited. It's going to be fun. Okay. Breaking Nancy. Yeah, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Like Nancy Pelosi, insider trading girl, lady, old lady, nanny Pelosi actually soon. But anyway, so she is the largest insider trader ever. And she comes out and says that Joe Biden should drop. The reason why she says that, and the reason why I bring it here, is because she recognizes the fact that if Trump wins, her portfolio is gonna fucking skyrocket. If Biden wins, she will still have to do nasty deals as she does. I'm gonna lose even more. So it's not good. The reason why this is interesting is that everybody sooner or later realizes that the only way for America and for the world, for that matter, in Reflect, is Trump. Craig Wright, I don't even know why I bring it here. I didn't even want to include this, but it's just something. And again, I don't know if he actually admitted that he is not Satoshi Nakamoto, but one thing is for sure that there is a final ruling that he is not Satoshi Nakamoto. If you know who Craig Wright is, so this dude, if you've been here long enough, you probably know Craig Wright. So he comes out and he says, I'm Satoshi Nakamoto. I can I mean, I will not. My Twitter is screwed for some reason. Like I can't find Craig Wright. Look at this. Like it's just so weird that I can't find people. It's so weird. Today I couldn't find. Like anyway. So, it's here. Oh my god, being a complete noob. Because I don't follow him. Let's follow this guy. Come on. Eternal student and researcher. So this guy comes out and it says, I am, look at it. I fully intend to appeal the decision of the court on the matter of the identity issue. I would like to acknowledge and thank all my supporters for their unwavering encouragement and support. Anyways, this guy. So here's the story. This guy, I'll actually unfollow him. It's a disgrace. This guy comes out and it says, I'm Satoshi Nakamoto. And then they say, okay, let's prove it. And he's like, I don't have to prove it. And then they had to prove it. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to prove it. And then they go to court. And eventually the court rules and says he's not Satoshi Nakamoto. And he comes in and says, first, Dr. Wright is not the author of the Bitcoin white paper. Second, he's not the owner of the copyright on the Bitcoin white paper. Third, he's not the person who adopted or operated on the... They go through all this, and there's another person who created it, another person who wrote it, another person basically involved in Bitcoin creation at all. So big loss for him, probably big win for Bitcoin. This is something, talking about this, Grace, again, and I'm not like, I don't know if I'm being harsh on Craig Wright, but don't fucking come out and say you're in a Satoshi when you can't prove it. I see the market is having a little bit of pullback here, which is going to be very, very good. Can have long positions, maybe live here. This is something on a serious note, guys, on a very serious note. So CZ, Binance's founder and you know, for a long time CEO, he has been pictured by the media as someone running a Ponzi scheme and whatever. He's been really, especially after FTX, he's been this villain, portrayed as a villain, and obviously went to jail for 6 months. I do think that when he's out, the bull market will start. But what is interesting is that these come out and they say, in our 250th issue, 6th of July, 2022. Why is this? Anyway, 2022, we made an egregious mistake of publishing a cover page with headline that was false and baseless. We have wronged to write 𝗟𝗢𝗓 Ponzi scheme. We reject and withdraw this offering statement without reservation and apologies. What this basically means is that lots and lots and lots and lots of newspapers like this one came out and they said that he's a complete scam. He's running a Ponzi scheme. His exchange is not legit. He's mingling consumer funds. You know, it's just not great. Not great approach. And what's happening now that is, we talked about the SEC as well, just coming out and saying Paxos is actually no problem. You can operate. We didn't find anything, completely ruined the business. They come out and say to CZ, oh yeah, actually he's not even that bad as we said. The reason why I'm just bringing here is because it's super, super important. And I have tweeted yesterday as well, which I'm going to talk about, is that it's very important who you follow. It's very important what media you look after. It's very, very important. So I'm saying Bitcoin is falling heavy. Don't worry, guys. We are going to look. Do not worry. I said London is going to manipulate. Everything is planning. No worries. We are going to look at it in a second. I think we are going to. I see the charts. Do not worry. Do not worry. We are in time. Don't start taking long positions. We're going to take them. Don't worry. So it's very important who you follow and what advice you get, and analyze the people you follow. Just make sure that you're not getting wrecked, okay, and fed something stupidity, because it's very easy to blind people. Proven business models in crypto so far. Now, this is just a daily reminder, guys. Daily reminder. I'm not in for the tech. That's the honest truth, you know. Like it or hate it. Maybe 5 years from now, I'm not going to be here. Maybe 10 years from now, I'm not going to be here. Maybe I'm going to be here for the rest of my life if I can make enough money. So I'm in crypto, not for the tech primarily. I do think it's a game-changing technology. I do think that there'll be a lot of decentralized applications. I rather think that it's the actual blockchain and the decentralized applications kind of way, the DeFi way and Web3 way that's gonna be actually game-changing. Not so much the Bitcoin and then with world governments and whatnot. Of course, I understand and it's great and whatever. I still think that unfortunately the deep state is much more stronger than that. That doesn't mean I'm not stacking Bitcoin, but it just means that I do think that the real innovation here and the real game-changing thing is going to be Web3, DeFi, and so on. But just a daily reminder that there is a proven business model in crypto so far, processes autonomous transactions and charge transaction fee, chains and exchanges. That's it. Like proven business models, meaning projects that actually are able to generate an income are chains and exchanges from transaction fees and from transaction fees. Growing a big TVL and take an annual cut, stablecoins, lending, custodians. This comes down to obviously stablecoins, comes down to lending when you staking and or lending, borrowing, and then custodians if you custody Bitcoin or other cryptos. This is basically it. But this is a very, 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 very small. This is what I said, DeFi, for example. So it's a very tiny thing. Everything else is either early or a Ponzi. Now, that's the real question. Is it early or is it a Ponzi? Right? So the reason why I'm bringing it here very early, because we're going to go into a parabolic bull market. And you will think that you're so fucking smart that you can outsmart everyone. And this is the best project that's going to change the world. And trust me, I've been through this. Don't go down that path. Do not go down that path. You're here to make money. Be honest with yourself and make money. Don't make decisions out of fear. Don't make them out of greed either. The reason why I'm bringing it here is so funny. Someone says, define fear and greed. And he replies, fear is what you feel when you look at your portfolio. And greed is what you feel when you look at my portfolio. So again, it's very important. Obviously, it's just a funny thing, but it's very important. Do not make decisions based on fear and greed. And we're all going into a place where we're all going to see a massive fear and greed period. We're going to see massive greed because the market will pump insanely, and we're going to see massive fear because 10, 15, 20% candles, like what we see, it's not 15%, but you still already in the comments people saying that look at Bitcoin fast because it's dropping. You are going to go through these. Stop following clowns, reevaluate who you follow, and conquer. That's what I can recommend you. Now, I have something, an announcement. I'm not going to announce because it's not like 100% confirmed yet. But I want, so again, as I said, I like DeFi, I like gaming, I like Web3 games. And I don't have time to game. Like, that's the honest truth. I don't have time to game. But I do think that there are some cool projects that I want to partner up with. And one of these projects reached out, and I think it will be a cool thing. But I wanted to put it up for a vote, and you guys basically decided. So it's not signed, it's not confirmed. But based on your feedback, we are probably going to do this. That I'm going to partner up with a Web3 game and bring a few hour-long funny live stream every month where we trade, have fun, and where you guys can challenge me in a racing and shooting game. So, for example, Counter-Strike. So the way it will go, Cuz and me, going to challenge anyone. One time a month, he's smiling. He's happy. He's happy. Once a month, what we're going to do is that we're going to have a 2, 3, 4 hour stream. We're going to sit down on a Sunday or a Saturday, and anybody can challenge us. And it's going to be for real proper money. So we're going to put up money, I don't know, a couple of $100. And whoever can beat us will win that money. So the way it will go is obviously we're going to do racing. We're going to do a shooting game. For example, Counter-Strike. We're probably going to start with Counter-Strike. And you will be able to win money from us. If it turns out to be good and if I can manage, we are going to get other people on. Like we're going to get the 𝗘𝗘𝗦 on. I'm going to talk to Fefe as well. I'm going to try to get Ren on. We'll see how it goes. But that's just something that we are going to do. I just wanted to bring it here because I think it's going to be super fucking cool. And if you voted no, then you should not ever watch this. But I think it's going to be very, 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 very cool. If you know, you know. And let's get into the charts because I know people. And are we getting a bounce? What? Can you show me the 5 minute? So if you know, you know. This is a DM that I got this morning from yesterday's show. And I'm so happy. Like, I literally could not be happier seeing that someone, this guy also sent me that he was shorting from up here, which I don't recommend because we're in the bull. But if you look at this, he sent me this and he says, this is so amazing. Thank you, sir. So he's actually following what I explained. We have a higher high, a break, a market structure shift. He waits for the 50% down here on Bitcoin and he longs the shit out of it on the one-to-one and makes money. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to explain detail today. But he basically I don't know if he was on the. I don't remember what chart was he on. Oh, I think it was here. It was this one. Yes. So this is. I think was it this one? Yes, it was after the show exactly. So I think this was the one. It goes down on the 3. Anyway, I don't remember exactly what it was. He comes back 50. I don't know where it was exactly. But what I know is that he waited for the 5 minute market structure. Oh, is this one? Yes, it's this one. Look. It's up here. So he gets the 5 minute market structure shift here. He waits for a 50. I think it was this one. He waits for a 50%. He gets his order in. 1-to-1, he's out. Look at this. 1-to-1, he's out. He's out. That's it. That's how you make money. So I'm very happy about these DMs, and I'm so happy that people are making money. The next level that I'm looking for the major pullback is going to be below 59,000. It just confirms that there's $5 billion longs to be liquidated at 58,000. Let's see if we get there, but we are going to talk about the charts in 1 second. What I want to do, I want to show you, you know what? I want to jump in. I'm a little bit tired today, guys. I want to jump into the chat. I want to see the comment. I want to see where you guys headed. I am monitoring the charts, so don't worry. We're not going to miss the trade. Brian is saying I'm Satoshi Nakamoto. Correcting heavy. Guys, it's fucking, what is it? Can you measure what percent it is? It's like what, 1%? Luckily, I follow you, Fefe. I'm so happy. We're setting entries only 50% risk from the new highs or trading internal high or lower structure. It depends on you. You will take much more stop losses, but you can trade the internal as well. Guys, it's less than 1% dumb. Do not panic. You're on the only guy who is nice plus smart plus shares really his thoughts plus pro money. Thank you so much. Aw, thank you. No, but all jokes aside, I'm not here for the tech too. Let's be honest. I live on fear. Nice. Best explanation, Fefe. So cool. We are good until every citizen of the world has crypto. Then they will rug us. No, we will rug them, bruv. 100x time. Yes. Like. Brothers, I'm a machine in Counter-Strike. Oh, yeah, you're a machine in Counter-Strike. Great. He was on the 1 minute. Yes. I made the same trade yesterday. Thank you. You're welcome. Are you bullish in Jupiter long term? Yes. Hi. I love the voodoo. Great. Got effing liquidated. Fund me, Fefe. No. Looking for trades. A lot of FOMO from the past 3 days. I don't know why you see FOMO. I only see bullishness for myself. I'm winning this game. Great. Pull back from the golden pockets. Maybe to 61K. Then long. Yeah, patience is key. Sometimes hard to follow the rules. Yes, went on a work trip as soon as everything jumped. FML. Happens, bro. You can't blink. Went 70K, please Lambo very soon. Play Overwatch and COD Warzone. Yeah, COD Warzone sounds very good. I don't know what the platform allows. We'll look at it. Fefe, the best trader, the best teacher in crypto. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything you are doing for us. I appreciate you being here and listening. The only thing I don't appreciate is that we have 250 people watching and only 100 likes. So I'd like you to just smash the like. We're going to get to 130 before we move on to the charts. And we have another 40 minutes because I have to leave early today. So I will get going. Banter family, 2 tokens doing well. Nice. You're the leader of this pack bulls. I agree that I'm very, it's not financial advice. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, but I'm very happy to be here with you guys. What's happening, Fefe? Bro, everything is happening. When creating game streams, we're starting not next week, the week after. I'm going on holiday next week, so the week after. When is the coming airdrop, Fefe? I heard is this weekend. Possibly, I can't tell you, and I don't know. Please tell us about the 𝗏𝗏 meeting. There is no 𝗏𝗏 meeting yet. The 𝗏𝗏 is doing what they should do, and that's basically it. I see we have 150 likes. Thank you so much, guys. 141, actually. Thank you so much, guys. Let's jump. So, here's what I said yesterday on the live. Again, these are all short-term trades I'm talking about. So this is the 1 hourly though. Like if you can get a market structure shift in here, that would be great. Anywhere here, if you can get a 5 to 15 minute market structure shift, you can play it and then just trail it on a lower time frame. AR. So that was Gala. Anywhere here, if you get, look what happened. You go into the 5 minute. We didn't go as deep as I thought we will, but we have a 5 minute market structure shift here. If you follow the show, you know that this is a 5 minute market structure shift. You would have gotten in 50% of your orders down here, stop loss down here. You would have waited for the 50%. It's insane how this fucking thing works, eh? You would have gotten your order in at the 50%. Your average entry would be down here. And you would be up 13%. All right, let's move on. No, I just quit it again. Oh, I just closed the other one. Anyway, this was my other fat. Oh, I can open it from. Here we go. It's actually quite gorgeous. Look at this. So what I want to see now is the following. It comes back decently. I want to see a high forming, 1.3645-ish region. If that happens, you could technically take a position on a shorter time frame. On a higher time frame, I do think we need to come lower a little bit. So I'll be looking down here in this box. So basically on the shorter time frame, what I said is either we reverse from this region that you see down here. We just needed to see a higher high, which we basically saw right after the show. What did you do? You got your order in here. This is our higher high. You got your order in at the break. Let's say you wait for the close. You get your order in here. Stop loss down here. What do you do then? You wait for a 50% retrace. You would have gotten the 50% retrace here. You would have gotten your order in there. You would be up 7%. Oh, no, sorry. It would be up. Yeah, 13% as well. 13%. So, I don't know. If you follow the show, you're probably making money. I don't know. If you're not, then shouldn't be here probably. But if you are, I'm so happy for you. Let's look into Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Let's look at the total market cap first. I just want to look at the total market cap. It's relevant. Cause you need to sort the music thing today. I need music because people hate on my music. What are these alerts here? Anyway, so here is what I'm thinking about the total market cap. You know what? I'm gonna put my music back. Screw it. What? What's funny? What's funny, cuz? I think the music is fine. What's funny, cuz? Cuz is saying the music is fine. Can you give me one single reason why there's 250 people watching and only 160 likes? Because they're lazy. Oh, they're lazy. Cousin is saying you guys are lazy. He called you lazy. I would show him who the king is. I would just smash that like. Yeah. So, total market cap. Let me just sort everything here. We should actually do, we should plan a live trading show as well. We should show them how it's done. Would you guys want live trading? Should we do live trading? It's quite boring, but would you like one live trading? Should we do a live trading show?
I think it's not even a question.
It's not even a question?
I love the live trading.
So I would expect a pullback, right? So that's what I would expect. The question is where the pullback comes from. And as I said it a lot of times, we can see a push. Like we can genuinely see a push from here. This is our low down here, right? This or down here. This, so around this 2.15 trillion region is where we should technically go. So always live trading please. Yes, live trading. We need voodoo music, cuz yes, always live trading. Anytime strategy is glorious. Thank you. Yes, please do live trading. Yes, live trading. Yes, live trading, please. Live, of course. Okay, good. So we gotta do it. We should bring the show a little bit like at London, like an hour earlier. We should start an hour earlier. We should start it an hour earlier. That would be fine. It'll be fine. We're gonna do this is one of the best times to do live trading. So London usually manipulates. That's where you get your orders in. So what I'm expecting is the following. And guys, I'm so sorry, but I really have to go today. So we're just gonna make it quick. It's gonna be and as you see on me, I haven't slept like not much. But what you will see here is the following. We pushed and created a higher high. That's clear. We need to have a retrace. Whether we get the retrace from here or we get the retrace from higher up, I don't know, but we have to come back at some point to 50%. So all of you asking what the generational long and opportunities are, I do think we are waiting for that. There's a little bit more waiting. I would expect us to go down to this 2.15, 2.16-ish region and bounce from there on the total market cap. That would put Bitcoin down to this 50. That would put Bitcoin down. Let me just go up on the 4-hour chart. That would put Bitcoin down at least to the 60 to 59,000-ish region. That would be the area where I would see. That would also liquidate, billions, as we've seen, billions in long positions. So that would be a very good final dagger, as I call it, right? So the final big push into the heart of the early longs, which could be sufficient enough. So if I look at the total market cap, what I'm seeing is the following. You have to take, and this is the strategy basically. This is what you have to do to make money every single day. If you look at the total, if you look at any coins, you want to look at the total market cap first. You want to see what the total market cap is doing, and you have to plot the total market cap on the day. I use this 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥. It's a free, you just write in 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗚 sessions. It's a free indicator that I use. You have a lot of other indicators. Let me just show you this. I don't know why it doesn't work. So you write in 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗚, no, you write in sessions, here, Lux Algo sessions, and you edit and you have to configure it so it's the right time because it's not always bringing in the right time. So you double click, you can configure what time you want. This is what I have. You can look back and pause the video and whatever. And you want to make sure to actually monitor the market on the lower time frame, because every break, so when we're gonna have the 4-hour break, it will break on the 15-minute first. For that to happen and for you to be able to identify when that happens, you have to plot major levels. So number one, if I look at it correctly, on the higher time frame, this is the low and this is the high currently. That's what we have, because anything in between is just noise. Basically, if you look at the daily, this is basically our range. Anything in between is something that we can take lower time frame advantage of, so we can trade on the lower time frame, but we can't really do nothing with the higher time frame. So for the trades that we see the big push, like the big trades, we need to see a retrace to the discount zone on the daily. Okay, that's that. But because we confirm for the direction, we can see an exponential growth from here. We can see literally we can see this thing rally and not come back 50 for weeks, you know? So for that, what I usually recommend doing here, what I would recommend doing here, not financial advice, is you have to plot each leg separately. How do you do that? So I look at this and I say, recently, what was my major level that created a new high? Well, if I look at this, I can say that this level here was a high, even though this is what was this liquidity grab here, we have a close here. So this is my high. This is my low. This is my low. And then from here, we create a new high. Therefore, this here becomes a strong level. Again, I have to keep in mind that this here is still my proper low, because this pullback did not come back 50. If you look at this, if I play back this, no, I can't play back on the total market cap. Let me do this on Bitcoin, because it's the exact same thing. So let me just delete everything here. So what I'm looking for is the following. Again, the same thing with the higher time frame range. And an internal range, you want to see these pullbacks, right? So this is like a 3-4% pullback, sufficient enough. This is like massive supply that's been happening here. And the level that was formed here is strong enough to flip that supply. You see here? Flip that supply and close above. You always have to see where did we close above. We closed above here, okay? So that means this became our new range. We have a pullback. Now this pullback should, in theory, come back 50, okay? So in theory, what I want to see, this coming back to 50. It didn't. It didn't come back 50. What does that tell me? That tells me two things. Number one, first of all, this is a strong level because we were able to flip this level. We were able to flip the supply here. Demand kicked in, massive fair value gaps, whatever. We were able to flip this. We created a market structure break. Therefore, this level down here, the last candle, but also like the last move down, is a sufficient level, a sufficient point of interest for us to look at a short time frame reversal. Okay? But a second thing that I know, and the second thing that I see, is that this can be something called a liquidity inducement trap. Okay? I have a call here. I'm sorry about this. John, I'm live. If he calls me again, I'll pick it up and I'll tell him I'm live. He doesn't watch the show. I don't even understand. He's missing out on the big things. So this is liquidity inducement trap. Okay? So when we have a liquidity inducement trap, that means that this level here, which we consider to be the low because it broke the high, did not come down to the 50% level technically. That's what you see. It didn't come down to the discount. This is below the 50%. It didn't come down. This is why I can show you. So it goes like this, right? And we start a pullback. And you're thinking, okay, we're going down to the 50% level. But it doesn't come down to the 50% level. It creates a new high. You mark this level as a lower time frame reversal area, and bear with me here, okay? So it's saying, sounds like you're coping hard right now. Is that for someone in a comment?
Yeah.
What happened?
No, it's like saying you missed the button, that's why you're calling it for lower.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Good. GTFO. So we have but I'm not calling for lower. What is happening here? Anyway, so so this level here is a strong point of interest on the lower time frame. Okay, so the way I'm trading this is, what do I see now? I'm marking further and I say this is my level. I mark this as not, so this is not a strong level. This is a weak level. So mark it with red or whatever color you want to use. And then what do I know? Two things from this. Number one, this here is a reversal area. So once we start coming back, because it's on the 15-minute chart, I need to see a 1 to 3 minute higher high for me to confirm that this level will hold. Okay? So I want to see this and the 3 minute on a higher high for me to confirm that on a short time frame, I can trade the 1-to-1 that I explained yesterday, which I'm going to explain in a second. If I don't see that, I can be quite confident that we are going to come down. And then what is my next level? It's an interesting or important POI in the discount zone of the 15 minutes because I know that this low should hold, technically on the low time frame. If this low breaks, we're going to talk about this, but then we start a retracement on the 4-hourly chart, which we're going to talk about in a second. But, so what you have to know is if I delete all this and I just look at what's happening now in Bitcoin, it's coming down to the POI that I marked. What do I know now? Just to summarize everything. I know that this is my 15-minute low. This is my 15-minute high. And we came down and we created a new 15-minute low. But this low here is not a strong level. This is not a strong level. Because although it was able to push higher, this was not formed in the discount zone. Therefore, it's a strong level, but it's not if you have like the ratings of how a good level could be, does it have fair value gaps? Yes, it does. Okay, so it's one out of 1. Does it, did it come back to discount? No, so it's 1 out of 2. Okay, did it create a new high? Yes, okay, so it's like 2 out of 3. So you know what I mean? It's a strong level, but it's not as strong. What do I need to see? I go down to the 3 minute now. I need to see a higher high form from this level to confirm that I have at least 1-to-1 in this trade. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So what I want to see from here is I can see a couple of things. And guys, this is like, I'm telling you, if you are going to look back at this and you actually analyze this, you can make money with this, okay? So what you want to see here is the following. You come down onto the 15-minute POI. This is day trading. This is like money printing, okay? But you have to know, you have to have proper risk management to do this because you will get much more stop losses. But also, at the same time, you can make much more money if you are paying attention. So, if you look at this, it comes down to the POI here, and we need to see a reaction. The reaction should be strong enough to push through the high on here, on the supply, which currently sits at 65.053, okay? That's where we're sitting right now as a high. Once that high is broken, once we see a market structure shift up here, I will enter a long position because that confirms that we come down to 15 and we have at least a 1-to-1 trade in this. How do I do that? As I always say, once we have a closure above on the 3 minutes, I'll put my stop loss down here. If you can, and it's not like too big, put your stop loss below this low, okay? But technically, you can just do this. You can put your stop loss below this. You put it to 1-to-1. You always take 50% of the table. Always. No matter if we break, no matter if what. Technically, what you would see is you would target up here, right? Because you're targeting a new high. But because it's a liquidity inducement trap and because you're not sure, whatever, you're selling 50% on 1-to-1. So what happens is it's also a lot of confirmations. There's a lot of things to this, but it's on a very basics. This is what I would recommend you do. You see there is liquidity building up. You see it's coming down like this. It doesn't come down like this. It's coming down by building liquidity. So you can confirm that New York will probably pump. And also if you use the sessions indicator, you can see that it's probably liquid. How interesting this is. So the liquidity inducement trap is actually aligning with Asia low, which is usually getting taken. So I would imagine that we're not going to reverse from here. We'll come a little bit lower and reverse from after taking this liquidity, but we'll see how that goes. That's the assumption. If we break above the 3 minute high, we can confirm a reversal and we can get our trades in. Then we're going to wait for a 50% retrace. So once we're going to have that, we're going to wait for a 50% retrace and we can get another position in there and just ride that. So that's the basic strategy. That's the idea here. Obviously, if you see a 15-minute market structure breakdown here, that indicates that we are coming lower that we are coming lower and we are starting a pullback on the hourly and on the 4-hour chart, which could obviously put us back to the 60,000 region that I explained. That's basically it, guys. Now let me know what you think. Let me know if it makes sense. I really want to see if this is something that actually makes sense for you guys and what's happening. Let me know. Let me see. So I'm just looking in there. Your audio was always spot on. I'm happy. I have a nephew. Too many people calling for major levels. Not good, bruv. Don't watch. Sounds like you missed buying the bottom. I don't know. Bluff city breaks. Oh my god, guy. Should we use this strategy on large volume coins, or we can use it on small caps too? You can use it on anywhere. This is basically a market maker strategy as well. So this is for smart money. You have to make sure that you don't trade illiquid coins with this. The more market makers or the more smart money is involved, the better this will work. Hit the like. Sounds like you're coping hard right now. You are crazy AF. Yeah. Where can we get the lines of the 50%, please? It's actually just a simple Fibonacci tool. So what you can do is that you can have a Fibonacci tool up here, and you can find the Fibonacci tool here on the left side. You pull it from the top to the bottom. You double click it, and you can select the levels that you want. You can select 0, 0.5, and 1, and then you're gonna have these 3 lines, and that will be basically the 50% retrace. You're the man. Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you so much. Very strong. Hi, everyone. So much alpha. Yes, we are here to teach you how to fish, not to give you fish. We look at Gala. I'm long Rune. Great analysis. I'm so happy. Can I check ADA chart? No, I can't. I refuse to check ADA. In favor of trust. Thank you. You lost me. Rewatch the show. Why is Bybit URL not working in India? Because it's not allowed. But there is a link in the description for Blowfin. I love Blowfin. I use Blowfin. It's non-custodial, non-KYC. Check it out. It's called Blowfin. Down in the description. It's pretty cool. Just a question, in the more parabolic phase, does the 0.5 retracement still works on the movement? Is too strong, and 0.382 retracements can work? Here's the thing. You have to, when we get to the very parabolic move, okay? When we get to the very parabolic move, what I really want to see, I want to see a 5-minute MSS anywhere. I don't care about 50%. I don't care. I will care about session liquidity, but that's it. If we see an internal structure change, a market structure shift in the 5 minutes, and it's coming lower, and we see a market structure shift in a higher high, I'm getting in. Like it's gonna be printing season, but we need to get there. Great alpha, thank you so much. It really makes sense. I'm so happy. Makes sense when you explain it, but what I struggle with is figuring it out on my own when your setups has passed. It comes with time. What's up, Fefe? Let's send it. Send it. Altcoin pulling back. Yes, we can't see a screen, Fefe. I know I'm not showing. Okay. You don't use moving averages? No, I don't. Thank you, Fefe and Cos, for the great show and excellent alpha. You're welcome. Yo, thoughts on 𝗥𝗡𝗡? I don't know. It's something weird is happening. They posted like 50 videos on the YouTube yesterday. I'm so glad I found your channel. Thank you so much. For the rest of you, just subscribe to the channel and smash the like, please. That's literally the only thing I'm asking. Need daily 2-3 hours live session of teaching, bruv? Sure, bruh. Available. Great show. Thank you. Let's go. All right, let's do some coins. Blowfin is awesome. I agree with you. Thanks, you're welcome. Please check Rune. I get it. We can check it. Great. Thank you. You're welcome. You got the fish thing right. Nice. Pulling back from overselling on RSI. I don't look at RSI. Such a disrespect not checking it. What gives? Goodbye. That's what I can tell you. Do you think the bottom for Mother is in? I don't know. I haven't checked Mother. I'm more a daddy guy. Check it out, brewing. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let me check. Someone is saying Rune. Let's check Rune. The guy who I said goodbye to smashed the thumbs down. I was looking when I said goodbye. Smashed the thumbs down. So it's fine. Let's go. Rune. Same thing, right? On the lower time frame. So, look what is Bitcoin doing here. Maybe we get a break here, and then we can look at it. That's why I'm marking it there. Rune, same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. What is my internal structure? Again, it's day trade. I'm looking for a pullback. At some point, a pullback will come. Maybe we're all another 20%. That's why I'm not waiting around to take a position. I'm actually just playing it level by level. But I know a pullback is coming, so we will need to see what the structure is. Clear levels. We have a low. We have a high. We have a low. We have a high. This is like our external structure. But what is the actual internal structure? What broke this level? This level, right? So this broke above there. We have a pullback. We have a push. we have a pullback, we have a push. What do we need to see? We need to see a reversal on these areas. I'm gonna mark my point of interest. This is my point of interest. Then I mark this as my point of interest. Then I mark this as my point of interest. And I need to see around these levels, I need to see at least a 3-minute market structure shift, okay? So if I look at it and I see 15-minute, I can consider this as a whole move. I pull the 50%, I can say, okay, the first is not that likely. The second would be a very strong level, and the third is absolutely great. So let me look at the 5-minute, let me look at the 3-minute, and I see clearly where I need to see a high. I need to see a high here, okay? It doesn't have 3 consecutive candles, by the way. So I would probably not trade this, but this would be a strong indication for me on the 50%. I would be interested in getting in. Someone sent 160 yen. Smiling face with hard eyes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So Rune. These are the areas that I'll be looking at. Long in 423, 417. 406. If you see anywhere around these areas, if you see a high on the 5-minute or the 3-minute possibly, you can take a long. So I'm saying near, and I have to go. We have to leave. So I'm gonna do 2 more, including near. I'm gonna do 1 more besides near. Same thing, very clear in validation. Look at this. So 15-minute market structure. I would expect it to come down on the higher time frame. These are the levels on the higher time frame. Let's see what it would do on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, let me mark my levels. I go onto the 5-minute. I start marking it out, and I go. This can be. This is our high, right? So this is our high. This is our low. What broke that? That breaks there. This would be a level. This breaks. Okay, so what I want to see, this is great that it's breaking. Again, it can be liquidity inducement, can be just the liquidity trend line liquidity is being taken. I go out on the higher time frame. I look at the actual levels that took liquidity from here. I would say this is it. So probably we are coming back to the 50% of this leg, which would be down here. That means that technically anywhere below here, if I see a 5-minute market structure shift, I can take a position. So I go down here, anywhere between from $6 below up to 5.5. Anywhere I see a 5-minute market structure shift, you can take a long position, stop loss below, and just ride the wave. If you break this level down here, which is the 5.53, actually, if you break this level, but it's not in the discount, that's the only problem. This is one of the levels that I think if we break, we have a potential going lower, but this is a liquidity inducement trap because we did not come back 50%. You see here, we didn't come back 50, we missed it. That means this wasn't formed in the discount zone, therefore it's not a strong level. Same what I explained before. So what you can see here is that it will come a little bit lower down to the discount zone, and from there show a market structure shift. Before breaking 5.52, you are good to long. Let me take 1 more. I just went 100x short on bonk. Am I in the club? Ha! Funny. Let's look at the big ones. Everyone shows. I don't know what that means. Let me look at dots. Let's look at dots. Can you put up a vote? I'm just thinking if I'm thinking if I was really mistaken by not analyzing ADA. Thinking like it's a fucking shit coin. But I was thinking if the community thinks so. Put up a vote. If the community votes that we should analyze ADA on the shows, we're gonna do that. Oh, look at this. Oh, what are the? I have 2 lines drawn on my chart and they got touched. Wow, I don't know what that means, but it's there. Let me look at that. Look at this. It's gonna be the dagger is here. Guys, go vote. I want to see what the vote is, by the way. Okay. So, dot looks good. There's no hate, but it's like love from Pakistan, love. Fefe, your trading has made me a good trader. Thank you so much. 𝗘𝗘𝗙𝗢 is so many, just might be sleeping giant. Maybe. No 𝗘𝗘𝗙𝗢. Vote no. Charles is still involved in 𝗘𝗘𝗢. When he goes, we can. Okay, I think it's decided. Thanks for keeping us level-headed in the Strom. Always. It is a waste of time. It's not my words, bruv. It's not my words. Okay. Let's do this last one. DOT. So here's what I see on DOT. The problem is fundamentally mapping. I was really high hoping with this 2.0 coming in. It's not, I don't even know how it's working. It is building up internal liquidity, but unfortunately I'm a little bit bearish on DOT. I think you have better things to do than buying DOT. But if you want to play, I do like this. So if we would come a little bit lower again, I just plot the chart. You do this, you can do this. This is a liquidity inducement trap, can be. Then you come back 50, retest beautifully to this area. Then we have a break above here. Technically this level should hold, but this is also liquidity inducement because it didn't come back 50. It marks a pretty nice liquidity trap here. If you see, look at this. So this triple bottom is actually a very, very nice liquidity level for market makers. So if you want to get in, I would imagine it comes down a little bit like this. If you see a market structure shift, then you can enter, or it can also happen that it just comes down a little bit, shows a market structure shift and moves on. I do think that will push a little bit, but for a trade, I think you can buy something better, trade something better as well. Oops, I didn't want to put that up. Love from Bali. I want to go to Bali. I'm so thinking about going to that conference in Bali. I'm thinking about it. 𝗘𝗘𝗢𝗢 used to be my biggest bag. Yeah, and I used to be a kid, Brian. Times change. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗢𝗡 here. What's happening? 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗢𝗡 here. What's happening? If you open the door for 𝗘𝗘𝗢𝗢, you have to also XRP. I don't have that much anything against either of the coins, but I mean, XRP is the same shit. Like, it's great because they have some institutions going on, but what does 𝗘𝗘𝗢𝗢 have other than a blind community? Like, in terms of, like, I'm not being a dickhead, but I'm just, 𝗘𝗘𝗢𝗢𝗡𝗢, woulda, coulda. Okay, good. Airwave. Okay, let's do it. Someone is just sending in a wallet. It's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send in a wallet. Why not? Can you please analyze me? Great insights and great method of trading. Some good coins, please. Can you please analyze Mavia? Let's do Mavia. Okay, I'm gonna do Mavia. Yeah, we really need to go. I'm gonna go. Nice liquidity built up. Again, what do? You plot the charts. You say low, high. This here's a liquidity inducement trap. You would be looking at this being taken. Coming down potentially to this area. Showing a market structure shift. Essential. Moon. That's on the lower trap frame. If you break below, you go lower. And I'm going to do AR because I promised that as well. And keep my word always. Look at this also. It's beautiful. Look at this. But it's building up liquidity. So this is building up massive liquidity here. I would not be surprised if this dumps. Yeah, anywhere, like for me, yeah, we need a catalyst for this to drop this far. So honestly, I don't even know where to buy on this. Technically, anywhere here is good. So if it comes down below the 29.6 level, and you get a market structure shift, that's a great buy. Great buy. I don't know if it will. It shows massive strength. But if this would come down there, that would actually not be bad. 29.6 on AR below that. Guys, I'm so sorry that I've been a little bit tired today. It's been long days and it's still counting. I'm still looking for a researcher, by the way. It's actually long days because I'm just setting the doc together and I'm getting some help, but it's like very tiring to do everything, and I have like these 3-hour sleeps, which is not great. So if you want to be a researcher, and if you live and breathe crypto, and if you want to earn good, and if you want to change the world with me and create docs, there is a link in the description to becoming a researcher with me. Preferably you should be in European time zone, or you should work in European time zone. there is the thing that I'm looking for is someone who can create docs with me, ideate on what shows we should do on Banter, collect daily news for this show, and conquer the world that way. We target, you know, the retail that is about to come in, how to do videos and whatnot. If you want to do that, if you want to be with me, working with me, get all the alpha from me as well, join. There is a link in the description. If you have joined already and you haven't heard back, that means that you haven't heard back because we didn't pick you so far. I'm gonna send when I find the right person, I'm gonna send an email to everybody. But if you haven't applied yet, please do apply. Could be a very good opportunity in my opinion. Guys, leave a note. Oh, we will get training. So here's the thing, please don't apply if you're a complete noob. Because I don't have time to train. Honestly, I'm just being completely transparent. I got 2 interviews where people were like, yeah, and then they came in and they have no clue. So please, you have to be aware of the market. You have to be on spot. You have to be following, you know, us for a while, whatnot. So I'm looking for the best of the best of the best. If that sounds good, please leave your thoughts below if you like this show. Thank you for actually liking the show. We got like 226 watching right now and 239 liking. Appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow as well. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. And I believe I will see you in the next one. Take care.